Hello, everybody. Today, Entrepreneurship 101. We're talking about business planning. This is the ideals. What is a business plan? What is business planning? What all it consumes? What it consumes of? Let's start with the elements. First thing it consumes is ideal. Planning. Think business plan. Planning of a business. But what is a plan? It's thoughts, ideals. What are ideals or thoughts? They could change. They're a roadmap to a direction for whatever it is. We're talking about business. So we're talking about it's a roadmap to business. So I'm gonna give you the definition of a business plan. What they say on Google, all that stuff. Let me make it formal for you, make you feel good about entrepreneurship. A business plan is a formal written, listen to the word written, document that acts as a roadmap for a business, detailing in short and long-term goals, the strategies and tactics to achieve them, and the financial forecast what you see in the future, to support its operations. It outlines the company's structure, target market, operations, financial expectations, serving as a crucial tool for securing investments, guiding growth, providing clear directions for all aspects of the business plan of the business. This is a business plan. This is the document form of the business plan. When you're looking at, and in the business plans, they have different variation parts of a business plan. Okay, I'm gonna take you. You hear what a business plan is. You hear what it outlines. You hear that. Now, what are the parts of the business plan? Let's go talk about that now. The business plan, the parts of the business plan, is the executive summary. What is executive summary? A brief overview of entire plan. The company description. What business description? What is somebody said, what's your business? What that mean? What was your business like? What do you do? What do your business do? It's a description of what the company offers. Okay. I'm just sorry. It's the details about the business mission and the purpose and vision statements. What products or service you offer that's going to have in your business plan? Is it a product-based business? Is it a service-based business? The market analysis. What is a market analysis? Research on the target market, the business market, industry trends and competitors, or competition, however you want to view it. Marketing and sales strategies. How you gonna market a company, product, or service to a community, a business district, a customer, a clientele base, and how you gonna strategize about that. Now they're gonna say this: plans for how to reach and attract customers. Okay, operation plan. What's that part of the business plan? Well, that is the information on how the business will be structured and operated. Would you have what type of employees? How many supervisors you have? How many CEOs you have? COOs, CFOs. How the operation will be inside the business model. What do you really need? Then you got the management team. Details on the leadership of the company. Would you have a board? Would you have like I said, a CEO? What's the leadership headship like of the business model? That's what you would see. That's what it is. That's the management team. And one of the final things is the financial plan. The projections for revenue, expenses, and funding needs. We call that the P&L area, the profit and losses. What would you? How would the business move in 6 months, a year, quarterly, annually, semi-annually? How would you measure the growth or success of the business? What was the benchmarks for the business model? I don't want to go into this detail either, but I want to give you some structure about this, because this first videos I got together for tutorial videos. It's about entrepreneurship 101. It's just about the thinking process. Okay, so that gives you some structure. What I'm talking about today is the ideal. When you're doing business, you got to have the ideal of the business. First, you got to think about it, and what is the ideals? Thoughts create ideals. You're looking at somebody. I want to start a restaurant, a fast food burrito joint. You know, I want to sell burritos. I like Spanish food, and I know I dated somebody. I know how to make them really good. Everybody liked it. We used to have barbecues, and everybody loved the way I made my chicken or my steak or my fajitas, or how I marinate the meat and stuff. So everybody loved the meat, man. And I learned how to make tacos, bomb tacos, man. I learned how to make enchiladas. I mean, I learned how to make burritos, man. They love when they smash. I just see everybody eat my food, like eat it all up, man. And they really love the food. I seen people at the end of the night take food home with them to their house because they like the way I seasoned it, you know. And I was like, and I realized I'm really good at this. And I could run a business with this model. And I know I have a customer base because people already know about my food and how good it is. They know me. So I'm basically the centerpiece of the business. But I got to make my recipe because I know what they like from the way I season my food. I know how much a pinch of this, a pinch of that, how much you use to do the fajitas, how much the fajita meat, how much I use to do the burrito, the steak, the chicken, the pollo, whatever I had to do, I know that. Then now I got to go through where I want to open up the location, what's the best place to set it up, get all my documents in. I got to develop a business plan and a financial plan. Then coincides with the business plan. This is some of the critical things you got to think about when you're doing a business plan. It's easy to have thoughts, but when you write it down, it's become serious. It becomes something important. So this is necessary when you're an entrepreneur or you're trying to develop a small business or develop the structure or the information that you can put down on a written document, which is a business plan to motivate you to keep pushing towards your dream. Whatever that dream is, it's up to you. So I believe in anybody that really want to get out here in the entrepreneur space and elevate their life and plans, they can do this. This is perfect. This is a perfect example. That's why I believe it. You should always have a business plan. Turn this car on. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to let it run for a minute because I'm out here in the car. I just was waiting on my son, and I'm thinking about this one. And I decided to do this video here at the airport because it's so, it's the energy, the positive energy. I was going to do a live, like I did yesterday. I was going to do a live one at the airport to show you guys, like, since it's shut down, and everything's still moving, everything's still flowing, There's things that are happening, but this is a pretty big nation. There's going to be more situations come about till they decide to do their voting. And the power that be is Congress. But I don't want to get too far off the business plan. The business plan is very important. It's a crucial element in any business model. You got to have a plan. You go back over the beginning what I said, but it's really the thought, man. Everything's not going to go the same accordingly. This is why I want to deal with the mindset first of an entrepreneur. The mindset is a critical element of an entrepreneur. You got to have your mind right. When you get out here to go into business, I've seen many people open up businesses that weren't prepared because their mind wasn't right. I've seen people with friends open up businesses. I walked with them. I knew I could have made this. They could have been successful, but I wouldn't touch because we were all cool, and I didn't want to invade that space and show them. It's like, in a way, it's showing them up, and then you had these undertones of animosity. So I just let it slide out. I let it crash out on its own. I saw what they could have did different, how they moved, because I didn't have a vested interest in the business. So I could just say, okay, it's your thing, but if you do this, it'll be good. Well, who you think? You ain't got no money. You ain't in this business. That's where in the community people start getting act up. So I learned how to negotiate with people. But I also watched a lot of business burn to the ground by certain things. I watched friends that really didn't have a business plan together. They really didn't have a business plan. They was going off on their past experiences. And they had a big starting platform to jump off of. But they end up killing the business because they didn't develop no business plan. They just was running off of what they momentum or what the previous company had built up. So you gotta be mindful of that too. People are always trying to. Some people are trying to take the slick way. You get opportunities. Sometimes you get lucky. Like I said, that was a situation where all the stars aligned for them. They had an opportunity to become millionaires. If they had the connection, the network, they had everything set up. That was up to them. So I wish them the best. But I saw what went wrong, and I saw the brothers do different type of business, like food businesses, clubs, nightclub venues. There's all type of business out there, but you got to have a business plan. You got to have the right team. You got to be motivated, even if it's a team of one. You got to still have a right team. That means you got to have the mind right. As it all comes back to where the entrepreneurial mindset. And you got to have a positive mindset in this space. So develop that first. This is all these videos. If you think about it, it's only the key element is developing the mindset of an entrepreneur. This business plan is a major point. I just had to give you that first startup to let you know this is where it's going. See, all that technical information I have, I just don't talk about it at this level because that's not what I'm pushing right now. I'm pushing the mindset. If you go through my tutorials of Entrepreneurship 101, your mind will be prepared to a certain extent for the next level. That's when we get into the formulas and the technicality of entrepreneurship, the small business development, the looking at the locations, more in depth of the locations. So I showed you good business information, and I got some of them free online. You can look at them, but then I go into detail at the next level. But this is the first level. I'm giving you a variation of both. I want to get your mind right as an entrepreneur, and then I want you to move into the right space when you're looking at what is location, what is a business contract, what does it mean to have a business contract, what kind of business contract should you have. See, I'm not going to that. There's so much dealing with contracts that people don't know. How you read a contract, how you look over. It's so much. I'll talk about that in the future. But right now, we're just getting our mind right as an entrepreneur. This is the purpose of this video. Business plan to show you it's the ideal. Earlier that on the look Google, it said the roadmap. It's basically, but it's thoughts. It's thinking. First and foremost, is you thinking about the business plan, how you create one, what you want, what kind of business is going to be, what you want to do in the business. Do you have a skill set for the business? Do you have a temperament for the business? Do you have the patience, maturity, the knowledge of the business? Because you don't want to get out there and hire people that's very more knowledgeable than you. They're going to move around your business and end up taking your business. So you got to think about that part too. So there's a lot of things you got to do in entrepreneurship to get your mind right. So I'm trying to get you to focus on these elements first. But I don't want to hear that. I know that already. I know. Do you really know this? Do you really know this? Because that's the point. If you don't know this, you need to get the information to know it and for your future. And it save you a lot of personal headaches, hardships, and setbacks. That's why the point of this business plan and financial plan is to develop that mindset of an entrepreneur to understand how important a business plan is. First, that it start off with thoughts. Oh, thoughts, man, yeah. Thoughts, just thinking about what you want to do. Sitting back, talking to your family, your friends, whoever you feel personal, or just having a conversation with yourself at the beach or something, at the water, or in the parking lot, right? Like right here, thinking about what I want to do. I'm always thinking about businesses. I'm always thinking, how can I generate revenue? Hear that? Generate revenue. How can I put this money in? Because at the end of the day, all money get taxed every year. You just don't sit on money. Money is currency. It's a flow. You got to understand that. If you make dollars, you got to be taxed. If you're generating money, and that's taxable income. You got to understand this. This is not a game out here. This is really a real life monopoly board. And you in it, even if you didn't want to be in it. And you got to play the game. You're seeing people evade taxes. That's not cool. You're seeing people play games. That's not cool. And when the system gets serious with them, then they try to switch up and get serious back. No, you play the game. You got to, if you're in that position, you got to play it the right way. That's why first important as an entrepreneur, get your mindset right. Get prepared for the endeavors that you're finna go into. I'm finna shock you. I'm looking for a job right now. What? And you say you're an entrepreneur? Yes. I'm looking for a job right now. And that's purpose for my purpose. It ain't for yours. It ain't for the next person. It's for me. It's for what I need to do in my endeavors. Think about that. Well, entrepreneur get a job. It's a lot. I just said with there the statement. With a true entrepreneur like me, they be like, "Oh man, man, that's crazy." No, it's not. If I'm trying to do something, and I know instead of running around talking to banks and stuff, I know how to generate the percentage I need. Now I'm giving you a hint. I know how to manifest it. I know how to go get it. And I know the timing. Remember, business planning, strategies, techniques, market analysis, all of them inside the business planning, the written document of the business planning or business plan. These are the points you got to think. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to think. So I want to tie this in, that you stayed at the end of this video. I want to tie all of this in to let you see how I could go in sync with each other in harmony and rhythm. And if you understand that, you're going to be all right. But if you're just trying to get something fast, or just trying to get some information to get you some cash and for you to mash and get away from everybody and feel like you didn't won something, you're going down the wrong road, brother, sister. You finna feel some tough love, some pain. And no, a real entrepreneur don't get anybody gonna get in your way. They come, they go. You gotta remember they come and they go. So as you develop your mindset as an entrepreneur, stay focused, stay dedicated, stay optimistic. Plan, build a mentorship, get mentors around you that's in this field, business, entrepreneurship. Develop a relationship, build a network. And whatever business plan, I've seen people drive school buses, janitorial, security guards, become millionaires because they had a plan in their mind. They developed a plan. They talked to the right people. They built out a business plan, and they took off after that. They stayed within their means. They elevated to a certain extent to what they need. They paused certain times. They got back into it. They paid their taxes, and they elevated. And now they're on the next level, doing other things. So you can make it out here if you really believe it, but you got to establish a business plan, and it first starts with the mind. You got to have your mind right. I hope you're feeling what I'm trying to say to you. I hope you're getting this message. Because it's all fair. It's all fair game. It's all fair in love and war. This is a real life monopoly. You got to develop these skill sets. You got to prepare yourself. You got to move forward in your ambition, your endeavors. You got to be strategic, smart. You got to be wise. And you got to take your time to build that. Because once you build the foundation, then the building can grow. The business can grow. And honestly, as I said in the other videos, no one going to be here for you. It's going to be up to you to push that envelope, to push the business plan to the world. But without that, I wish you much success, peace, love, and happiness. And I hope you take some from this. This is a tutorial on entrepreneurship and business planning. Hear that? Business planning. And how to develop a business plan. Have a wonderful day. This is FL. Wish you the best. Number success and nothing less. Have a wonderful evening. I'm signing off. This is one of my last tutorials on Entrepreneurship 101. I hope you got this message. I hope you got something out of this. Have a wonderful day.